Hi everyone, welcome, 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 and welcome. The new episode of my Peter's English podcast has just started. I'm Peter, your host. I'm Peter. I'm 34 years old. I like learning English and doing my podcast. I want to learn English because learning English is my hobby. I want to live without language barriers. I want to I want to go to different countries. I want to have better paid job, and thanks to my podcast, I want to socialize with other people who have the same hobby as I am. That is learning English and doing my podcast. I created my Peter's English podcast because I like doing my podcast, because doing my podcast it's my hobby. I want to practice my speaking skills in English. I want to practice my appearance. And I like writing my own fairy tales in English, because Peter's English podcast is about my own fairy tales in English too. Yes, of course, people don't forget to read and watch my ebook, my novel Viera, the Vampire Girl Diary. You can find it in the link of this episode. Follow me everywhere and we can start. This episode is about discussing with my digital co-host Microsoft Copilot about the novel The Witcher by Sapkowski. I've just ended the whole series of the novel The Witcher by Sapkowski. I was listening to the audiobook and I was reading it, the English version, because I was reading it in English in the same time, and I just finished the last book of the novel The Witcher by Sapkowski, and I want to discuss with you my own personal opinions of the book. People don't judge me. It's only my personal opinion, and we can start. But first, tell people who is Sapkowski. I was asking Microsoft Copilot who is Sapkowski, and we have to wait. I don't know what this. We have to wait. The internet connection is very slow. It's the live episode and I have this kind of problems. Excellent, but okay. We have to wait. I can tell you that at first I wanted to speak with Microsoft Copilot, but I think he cannot help me right now in this moment. And we have to do it again because the Microsoft Copilot has problems right now, and I'm doing it again. But I think the Copilot has the problems in general, and I don't know what. Yes, I think it's working. I don't know. I have a very big problems with my internet connection. Yes, we are online. Yes, excellent. I'm going to ask Microsoft Copilot all information about Sapkowski. I want to repeat it for you because I don't know if you know who is Sapkowski. Right for I'm streaming and recording on my YouTube channel right now. Right, my audience, who is Sapkowski? And I hope the internet connection, it's working, it's working. Microsoft Copilot is alive. Yes. Hey everyone, tuning into Peter's book magazine. Let's talk about the man behind the Witcher saga, Andrzej Sapkowski. Yes, people, welcome in the episode of the series Peter's book magazine. I forgot to tell you. Yes, I'm good. I know. I'm perfect. I'm just perfect. I'm joking, of course. Who is Sapkowski? Andrzej Sapkowski is a legendary Polish fantasy writer born in 1948 in Łódź, Poland. He is best known for creating Geralt of Rivia, the monster-hunting hero of the Witcher series. Sapkowski started his writing career in the 1980s, originally as a translator and then as a short story writer. His first Witcher story was published in 1986, and it quickly became a hit among readers. He's won multiple awards, including the World Fantasy Award for Life Achievement and Poland's Janusz I. Seidel Award 5 times. What makes his work unique? He blends Slavic mythology, dark humor, and gritty realism. His stories are full of morally complex characters and philosophical themes and political intrigue. The Witcher saga has been adapted into video games, TV series, comics, and translated into 37 languages. So, whether you love the monster slaying action or hate the pop philosophy like I do, Sapkowski's impact on the fantasy literature is undeniable. And now, people, I want to tell something about the game, The Witcher. The Witcher Free Will Hunt by CD Projekt Red. I'm going to talk with it with Microsoft Copilot. Write my audience about the game The Witcher Free Will Hunt. I want to compare the story of the game with the story of the book. We have to wait, people, but I want to tell you that I want to talk now about the game The Witcher Free Will Hunt created by CD Projekt Red that I was playing in the past when I liked playing games on my Xbox. And I want to compare the story of the game, The Witcher Free Will Hunt, with the story of the book. Hey Stream fam, let's dive into one of the most epic crossovers between literature and gaming. The Witcher Free Will Hunt versus the Witcher book saga by Andrzej Sapkowski. The books. This is people This is people the message created by Microsoft Copilot, and then I tell you my opinion. Let's go! The books. Sapkowski's original saga. The Witcher books are a dark fantasy series centered on Geralt of Rivia, a genetically enhanced monster hunter. The saga explores political intrigue, moral ambiguity, and destiny, especially through Geralt's relationship with Ciri, a child of prophecy. Ciri is pursued by powerful factions because of her elder blood, which gives her immense magical potential. The books are more philosophical and character-driven, with a strong emphasis on dialogue, mythology, and existential themes. The game, The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. Developed by CD Projekt Red, the game is set after the events of the books. Geralt is searching for Ciri, who's being hunted by the spectral Wild Hunt, a terrifying force from another world. The game features open world exploration, combat, and player-driven choices that lead to multiple endings. It expands on characters like Yennefer, Triss, and Emhyr, and introduces new arcs and regions like Velen, Novigrad, and Skellige. And key differences. Timeline. Now people we are talking about timeline. I want to compare books and game. The first is book. In the books, timeline ends with the Lady of the Lake. Game continues after the books. Geralt's role. In the books, passive observer of fate. Game, active hero shaping outcomes. Ciri's journey. Books, escaping destiny, growing into her power. Game, hunted by the Wild Hunt, more action-driven. Themes, philosophy, politics, fate. And game, redemption, fatherhood, survival. Tone, green, poetic, introspective in the books, and gritty, cinematic, emotionally charged in game. Final thoughts for your audience. The game is a love letter to Sapkowski work, but it also a reinterpretation. If you hear for monsters, slaying, and more dilemmas, both deliver. But if you want to understand Geralt's soul, the books are where his heart beats loudest. So, are you team book or team game? And now compare the difference between the game and the book. Now people, Microsoft Copilot will compare the difference between game and the book. Alright stream crew, let's break down the key differences between the Witcher 3 Wild Hunt and Andrzej Sapkowski's Witcher books. Both are masterpieces, but they tell very different stories. The books, Sapkowski's canon, focus Geralt's philosophical journey, moral ambiguity, and political chaos. Main arc, Geralt becomes a father figure to Ciri, a child of prophecy with elder blood. The saga follows her growth, escape from powerful factions, a struggle with destiny. Tone, introspective, poetic, and often tragic. Less action, more dialogue, and internal conflict. Ending, ambiguous and bittersweet. Geralt and Yennefer's fate is left uncertain at the end of The Lady of the Lake. The game, The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. Focus, Geralt's active search for Ciri, who's being haunted by the spectre Wild Hunt. Main arc, Geralt travels through war-torn lands, Velen, Novigrad, Skellige, to find Ciri and protect her from cosmic forces. Tone, cinematic, emotional, and action-packed. Player choices shape the story. Ending, multiple endings based on your decisions. Ciri can become Empress, a Witcher, or vanish entirely. Side-by-side comparison. Timeline ends with The Lady of the Lake. Game continues after the books. Geralt's role. Books are passive reflective. Game active heroic. Ciri's journey escaping destiny, growing into her power. Game hunted by Wild Hunt, more action driven. Yennefer's role complex, often conflicted. In the books, game loyal, supportive, more romantic. Themes, fate, politic, intensity. Game, redemption, fatherhood, survival. Tone, grim, poetic, philosophical. Gritty, cinematic, emotionally charged. In game, ending, ambiguous. Game, player driven with multiple outcomes. Final thoughts for your audience again people. The book are Sapkowski's vision, layered, literally, and full of nuance. The game is a tribute and continuation, giving fans closure and agency. If you love character depth and moral complexity, read the books. If you want epic quests and emotional payoff, play the game. So, which version of Geralt speaks to you more? Let's hear in the chat. Yes, people, we can chat about it, and now my opinion. People, I was playing the game The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt on my Xbox, and I tell you the game is perfect. I like the game. I like playing the game because the game was very good, full of action, because Geralt is searching for Ciri, her adoptive daughter, who wants to catch the dangerous wild hunt from different world. And I like this story because there are a lot of interesting and emotional stories, but the biggest but the most I like the love story between Geralt and Yennefer. I like their life stories in the game. It's perfect, realistic, and people, I have to tell my opinion. What do you think? What Peter is choose Ciri or Yennefer for Geralt? Yes, of course, people, I like Yennefer. Yennefer is very beautiful in the book because I like beautiful women with black long hair, and Yennefer in the game is mature, independent, dominant, sarcastic. I think in general she is the women of my dreams, and the dreams of Geralt, of course. And Ciri is sweet, but I don't think is very good. And I like the game because full of action, and it wasn't about any philosophy, politics, or something like that. But now people, I don't like playing games because, in my opinion, I don't like playing games. It's my opinion, and because I like learning, because I have new, better hobby, that is learning English and doing my podcast. And now the comparison with the book. The book is full of philosophy, politics, and I hate this kind of boring philosophy dialogues and politics, and it's very boring for me, people. My opinion is, and it's only my opinion, that the philosophy and politics, that is the main part of the book, is boring. It's very boring for me, of course. Yes, you can have your different opinion for it, but I like, but this is the main minus of the novel. There are a lot of boring part, full of philosophical dialogues, full of dialogues about politics. There are full of scenes about stories that are not important for the main story of the book, and there are a lot of minutes. There are a lot of hours that of the audiobook that are very boring, and that are not, and because they were not important for the main story of the book. I was thinking that when that the book is full of romantic situations between Geralt and Yennefer, that this book is full of stories about their love story. I was thinking that the book will describe Siri more, but I was very shocked when I discovered that the novel is full of boring descriptions of politics, philosophical themes, and something like that is very boring for me. For me, people, only for me. You can have your different opinion, and that's okay. Everyone is different, and now I want to talk about the end of the book. People, this is about spoilers. When you don't like the spoilers, go away. The book ends well, but in the end there are any description of the evil prophecy of the end of the end of the world and something like that. But the main characters are good. In the end, and it's happy end, of course, because I don't believe that there are books with the bad ending, but this book ends great and it's a happy ending in the end of the book. But there are any part of the book is, and the end there isn't anything in the end of about the prophecy, and that is connected to Siri. But okay, the main characters are happy, and Bob's your uncle. Yes, I agree with it. I like the story with the happy endings, but when there are something about the prophecy, it can be there, I think. And yes, I like the descriptions of the women, and I like descriptions of the love between Geralt and Yennefer, and I like the story about Ciri. This part of the book are great, but I was very shocked when I was reading a lot of boring stuff about philosophy, dialogue, about philosophy themes and political themes that were not important for the story. I can tell you that I want to give you an example. There was about the one chapter of the book was about the big battle between Nilfgaard and North Kingdoms. Who cares about it? Because there are a lot of because in the future Nilfgaard can do another war with the North Kingdoms, and this world of the Witcher universe can be a lot about wars, and war between the kingdoms are not important for the story, because the main story is not about politics. It's about Ciri and the relationship between Ciri and her adoptive parents Geralt and Yennefer, and the story is about book is about a love story between Geralt and Yennefer, and this could be the main part of the book. But okay, it's my opinion. You can have different opinion. The author has different opinion, and that's okay. That's okay, people. But as I said before, there are a lot of boring stuff that was boring for me. You can have different opinion. I'm sorry. I don't want to be offensive, but I wanted to tell my opinion, and that's it. I can have my opinion, can I? Can't I? And that's it. Thank people for your watching. Thank people for your listening. And I want to tell you bye bye.